So some of the unique activities that I've been able to participate in that have really helped to bridge this cultural gap between both different regions of the Philippines and the U.S. and U.S. students that participate, and myself personally, has been this drive to actually bridge a gap between research and what it is we do behind the scenes as scientists and education. How do we actually bridge that gap in a way that students in the Philippines and the U.S. alike will be able to receive well? And a lot of that has been to be receptive of the basic essentials of what is needed here for basic education. We need to develop new, simple conservation tools, from photographic guides to amphibians and reptiles around the Philippines, bi and trilingual discussions or small descriptions of various species in forests that include just a few of the more than 120 dialects here in the country. And so trying to begin developing these publicly available, free online databases is one of the areas that we're starting to break down some of these barriers, where students, researchers, and the public can find something available in freely available information that can excite them about the wild and about habitats and organisms around the Philippines. And so really trying to create hands-on applied tools, and not just the research side, but actually figure out ways that these tools can help educate the public. At the heart of conservation efforts and at the heart of any efforts we have to help protect the wildlife is education. It's essential. And so some of the most exciting directions I have were created here during the Fulbright and Fulbright Hayes fellowships. And that was simply trying to creatively come up with ways to educate our students here and in the Philippines, as well as faculty and the government, about biodiversity, and think creatively about how we do that. The first thing I would love for U.S. researchers, institutions, faculty members to know about the Fulbright program is simply how amazingly diverse and open it is to research projects of all types. I think there's this mindset in the United States that I hear all the time that the Fulbright is a prestigious fellowship that students of only a certain caliber should apply for. And that's something I constantly work on, trying to break that mindset down, because the Fulbright is an amazing experience for any student willing to try to expand their horizons and come up with a unique and exciting project overseas. And so limiting that to only a certain type of student is a mistake. And I just implore all U.S. faculty members and institutions to really promote at least educating our students in the U.S. about the Fulbright program. It doesn't have to be for everyone, but more students need to know about the Fulbright and know what possibilities and doors it can open for the student that's interested in having that immersed experience overseas. So that's one of the primary things I'd love U.S. citizens to know. Students in the U.S., I tell all my students of just how amazing an experience like the Fulbright can be for both personal and professional development. The Fulbright program, at the very simplest form, means to me an opportunity to expand personal and professional experiences. The opportunity to actually get out of the normal, to explore something that is both challenging and amazing at the same time. It's the opportunity for an exchange program. That's at the very simplest what the Fulbright is. It's an exchange program that brings nations together. And the goal is mutual understanding of any topic, and it can be anthropology or language or culture or art or biology. It doesn't matter. The goals are the same, and to actually study something together with two nations and learn to share that knowledge and help train the next generation. And I think we need more of the Fulbright program, and we need more exchanges that actually create and develop skill sets in U.S. and the Philippines and other nations around the world, to have more people that are capable of doing just that, breaking down these barriers to communication. And that's what the Fulbright did. It broke down, it created a confidence in me that has allowed me to communicate better.